Good morning, north of 44 degrees. I have come to the realization that I have about 10 weeks to get this barn livable for the fall and the winter. We've got 44 degrees this morning, so we're going to start seeing some color change and temperatures are going to stop falling. And if I don't have some place to work this winter, then it's going to be a long, cold, boring winter. So let's go inside and see what we got to do. Check. So this is the shop side of the barn. And what we've got is a mountain of stuff, but you can see that none of the walls have any insulation in them. What we need to do is, to begin with, is fill all these areas with insulation. So it's going to be a hardboard insulation on the outside and then some mineral wool. And then on the bottom 8 feet of the wall is going to be plywood. The ceiling, I'm not sure what I'm doing for the ceiling yet, but I've got to do at least R19 in the walls and R50 in the ceiling. So that's job one. You can see you got quite a bit. So the walls on this side are 36 long. I'm sorry, 45 long by 36 deep, so it's quite a bit of work. And all this stuff's got to be moved out of the way to get it done. So that's what we're going to be doing over the next few weeks. The projects in the house are going to have to wait. We've got to get a warm workshop for the winter so we can then do the inside projects. Let's get to it. So that's a wrap for day one. You can see I've got about a third of the wall done. I've got 2 rows. There's 3 more to go. You might be wondering why I'm using EPS instead of XPS. XPS being the pink board, and it's just a function of money. The XPS is twice as much as this, and I just don't see the value in spending the extra dollars for the nominal insulation value you get. So that's that. We're going to call it a day here. I'll be back in the morning. Check. I had wondered what that panel was about, and it kind of makes sense. This is where the shed roof for the porch kind of meets the building and the roof line for the main building. So we're just looking at a dead space above the porch. I'm not a big fan of that board that was just kind of covering this up. This feels very Band-Aid-like to me. I'm going to cut a piece of 2x and piece it in. It'll begin here and I'll run it to about here and then slide another one in. So it'll be a custom cut, fill piece to fit. It just will feel like it'll feel better. Especially once we start putting insulation in. I'm not real happy with the performance of this tape. This is one, it's only 2 inches wide, and it's supposed to be a vapor barrier tape, but it just doesn't feel like it's holding real well, and some parts of it had actually come loose. So I went back to a tried and true product. When I was putting the floor in, I used a Stego vapor barrier and their vapor barrier tape. I like this product a lot better. One, it's 4 inches wide, so it's twice as wide as this stuff. And I once went to remove a piece of it, and I think I actually split an atom. The adhesive is so strong. So I'm going to redo all these tape seams with the Stego product and get the last few pieces of insulation in. You can see all of the foam that I did up top is now dry, so I can do that top row. So let's get that done. I'm going to call it here. I need to pick up some more foam board. I used up the 2 rolls of tape that I had, so I need to order some more of that. And then I'm going to finish up this bottom row and then do over the garage door. I'll do all that off camera. It's probably boring you to death at this point. Next video, I'm going to fill the cavity that's in the wall. I've got some foam coming, some two-part foam, similar to what you would use if you're pouring into a dock or something. So we'll talk about thermal break and shallow foundation, frost protection, all that fun stuff. That'll do it. If you've made it this far, I certainly appreciate it. I've been remiss in thanking everybody for watching. The hours are stacking up. Subscribers are continuing to grow far beyond what I had ever anticipated. So thank you, and we will catch you next week.